Okie dokie, so, just to abruptly start, I've, worked out the problems and got some parts and got some news and blah 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 on the ute. So, problem with the isolation fault, motor, windings have burnt out. Well, not so much the motor windings have burnt out, but the insulation that covers them burnt because that controller is too powerful for this motor. It was pumping too much amps in, made windings get hot, insulation burnt off because of that. Now it's earthing to car and causing problems. So my options were to fix this motor, like get the windings redone, get a different controller, or get another motor, and I'll have to get to another motor. So we're up to motor number 3. First one was stolen, this one was bought as a replacement, and now I'm buying the same motor I had that was originally stolen, which will suit this a lot better because it's about 3 times the power of this motor. Will work fine with that controller and will actually end up being cheaper than if I fix this and get the controller, and then I'm stuck with the motor that's a little bit underpowered for the car, to be honest. So I'm going for the better motor, which is on its way. I don't know how it's just luck that I managed to have the money to pay for that. I don't know how the fuck that timed out like that. I'm grateful for it. But anyway, so new motor is on its way. That motor's not fucked. Like, I can still fix it, so I'll put it aside. It'll be used for something else down the track. I might even chuck it in that thing. You never know. Ooh, we'll see. But yeah, so that's that issue. I can't fix it right now, but I'm aware of what it is, and it's a problem that's going to be resolved later. There was a throttle issue. I don't know what the issue with that really was. My thing I'm going to try today is just putting a different throttle in. This one here is a lot better quality throttle. That one you see there with the silicon, I didn't put that silicon on, that's how it came from factory. So, you know, that's my guess. It's a bit of a shit throttle, because this cost me $20 off eBay, and this one was $200. I don't know. I think the money is really more or less in this laser cut aluminium, but, you know, it seems from like a lot more better throttle. And one thing I did notice is I measured the throw diameter here. I don't know what you call it, circumference, the measurement there, how much it means, and it's more than this one. So I reckon that the sensor's actually fine. I reckon this throttle just doesn't have enough angle in the pedal to actually fully engage the little hall sensor, which is pretty shit. But then this was advertised as for electric scooter, so they probably don't really give a fuck. They're probably just like, oh well, you get 80% throttle, you want more, eat a dick. But it's annoying. So that actually works, but yeah, not real great. So I found it last time, so fuck it, we'll do a proper one. This one's actually for electric cars, like it's advertised as that. It's Australian made, la-di-da. So, well, hopefully that'll fix the problem. So I'm just marking up the holes here, because I'll be taking this little assembly off, and this will be mounted underneath, and it's sort of more or less the same way. So I'm just marking holes to drill, or bolt this up underneath there, and I'll have another little bracket too, as you can see. Yep, see how there's that there I'm wheeling the hose for. There's a little bolt, there's a little nut to hold the cable, and that just sort of clips in with my little dodgy way I've done it there. So we'll put a little angle bracket to put that little nut through, so it doesn't want to pull the cable when you press the throttle, so it's got something brace, and then obviously that little end there will be connected through one of these holes, and that'll make the throttle go bzz, bzz, when you fucking press it with your pedal. So yeah, that's that one little done. Also, I've got the battery charger has arrived. I'm just going to pause this while I open this back up. Okie dokie. So, yep. That there is the plug-in battery charger for the big drive pack here for the motor. So, I've got that to wire up. Now, that's the high voltage plug, so that's obviously you've got to have leads that plug in there, and that just goes chunk, plugging in that to charge the pack up. Got these leads here. That one's a CAN bus connection, so that's one that goes to my BMS, because this charger is run through CAN bus, so the BMS is actually sort of controls it all. So if there's any issues with the batteries or faults or this or that or another ever, it can shut off or adjust the charger accordingly. It's not that, you know, crazy complicated, but basically it's more of a safety thing, so the BMS has control of the charger. But yeah, so that gets wired into my BMS. What is it? These are ones, I don't know what the fuck these are for. I think they're just a switch. I have to find out, because funnily enough, despite this being, you know, expensive charger, it doesn't come with any instructions. Woo, fantastic, but not that it's that hard to wire up though. Well, I can work it out, I think. And then we've got that plug there, which plugs into your AC connection, so your wall outlet. So I've got a power board there, because obviously I've got, this is the 152 volt, I should say, charger for the lithium batteries. And then I've got the 12 volt charger there for the 12 volt system. Usually people run a DC to DC converter, but I'm doing things a bit differently because of how I've rigged this up. So I'm running two chargers, which is why they both plug into that power board, and that power board then runs around here to the outlet. So that's my charge outlet. So basically where the fuel door used to be, I've now got, it's just a caravan outlet, so you just bung a lead into that and then run that to wherever you have your mains power, and that's how the ute can be charged off wall outlet. I was thinking about putting a Chatamo connection on there, but then I really sort of thought, whenever am I going to charge this on a public charge station, because there's no point. It hasn't got fast charging. It's just a standard charger, so it's still going to take a long time. So pretty much 99%, well, pretty much 100% of the time, I'm going to be charging off a normal wall outlet if I plug in. So might as well just use a regular wall outlet side, which looks nice and tidy. I like it, you know, simple to get, just a caravan plug. It's 15 amp, but I can put a reducer on that. It should be fine. Because I'm actually going to test. I'm not sure if the charger runs off 15 amp or not, but we'll figure that one out. But yeah, so that's the outside connection. That's all wired up. Looks nice and tidy, I reckon. Like I said, just where the fuel door used to be. So yeah, that's what I've got to do and what's coming up. That's it all opened up. But yeah, I've tidied shit up. I'm quite happy. Obviously you can see I've cleaned all the rubbish out of here because, well, this thing's basically done. It's annoying that I've got to change that motor again now, but I'm not too angry, to be honest, because it's the motor I originally wanted, and it's more powerful than this one too, so it's not a big deal. It's not like a petrol motor. These things are a lot simpler to change out. I'll just have to modify the I'll just have to obviously take this motor out. The coupling will have to be modified to fit the shaft of the new motor, and I have to make new motor mounts to brace it to the chassis, but that's all pretty simple stuff. Apart from that, it'll just be, take that one out, bung new one in, everything else stays the same. So, oh, that's right, another thing I've got to do is remake my heating system. I think, I can't remember if I made a video about it or not. I think I did make a heater, and then I took it out because it didn't really work on how intended, because it was a 240 volt heater. The inverter didn't like it. Then I found out recently you can run it off the DC 152 volts, so I'm going to give that a go, but that'll be in a future video. This is just basically a run through of what the fuck was going on, a bit of an update on what happened last time. So yeah, motor poo, that's getting replaced, chargers arrive, that's getting bolted. Hopefully this fixes the throttle not when they go above 85%. If not, then I'm going to be a bit annoyed because this is an expensive throttle, but hopefully that fixes it. And yeah, I don't know, whatever else pops up in my mind, I don't think anything's changed in here. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm starting to install this little doobie whacker because, as you can see, I've got no rear vision in this vehicle, so I'm putting in a rear view camera. One that, obviously, that I'm not going to take it off, but you can see there it clips over your normal mirror. So basically, because my rear vision mirror is kind of pointless anyway, and I haven't got a lot of room to fit any more screens or anything, I decided we'll go for that. That way, there'll just be a screen that when it's on, it has the rear view camera and just comes up in there. So it's just like your rear view mirror like normal, except it's a camera. That way, I've got rear vision, which will make things a lot nicer because, yeah, I've got nothing. It's like a truck. So that's just a stand thing I've got to wire up. That's the motor there to replace the aircon motor, right? That's sort of bit burning out. It's smoking and shit at the moment because it's an old one that was left in the weather. So I've got another motor there to replace that. To get my aircon going, but it needs gassing still. I think that's basically it, really. Yeah, so this thing's basically done. It's just I've got to fix a couple things now and finish off some bits and bobs and then do motor registry, and she's on the road, but don't get too excited. That's still a while off, but hey, it's getting there. And I'm going to stop rambling now because I've got nothing more to really say, so I'll catch you next time.